Hello and welcome back to Miss Craft's Let's Lair. I'm Barbie, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator, and I am here to show you how to use the Eastern Palace suite to make this beautiful card. It's got a trick. It's a gate card. Okay, to make this card, we are going to need the Fresh Figs cardstock that is going to be 8.5 by 5.5, and it is scored at 2 1/8 and 6 3/8. We're also going to need a strip of the Fresh Fig cardstock that is 8 3/4 inches and 1.5 inches, and that is going to be scored at 2 1/4 and 6 5/8. We're using the Eastern Palace DSP, and this two cuts of this. It's 1 7/8 inches by 5 1/4. And also we're going to need some very vanilla thick cardstock to make the little medallion on the front. It's just a scrap. I'm using a larger scrap. That's what I have. And then a scrap of the Fresh Fig to make the back for that little medallion. And all of these are actually part of the Eastern Palace suite that Stampin' Up! just released for May. So we are going to fold and burnish the base for the card. And then I'm going to move this out of the way here quick. Snail works better if it is open. Just saying. And we're going to line this up to go right here. Super fast. And then this one will get lined up right here. And then I cut a piece of very vanilla thick cardstock that is 4 inches by 5 1/4 inches for me to put on the inside. As you know, I don't do a lot of stamping inside my cards on camera, just for the fact that you guys can make your cards into whatever you want. Mother's Day is coming up. Birthdays, thank yous. And there is that part of the card done. And now I'm going to come in with that scrap of very vanilla. And today I am using, I didn't tell you about the stamp sets, the Tranquil Tide Stampin' Pad and the Fresh Fig Stampin' Pad, which are both new in colors for 2017-2019. Totally cool, love it. And the Eastern Beauty stamp set. I haven't shown you guys this. I was meaning to and made the video, and I really didn't care for it, so it got scrapped. But we have, it's 21 stamps, and it is photopolymer, so I love it. And as you can tell, it is well loved. And Today we're going to be using this, I would call it a heart, but not quite. It looks like a heart to me, so it's a heart. And then this particular flower medallion. And today I'm using my Stampin' Pierce mat because this is photopolymer, so in that way it can get a better stamped image for me. And starting off with the Tranquil Tide. And it's a new stamp set. It's a new stamp pad. It's juicy. I'm going to totally get it all over the place. So get this booger inked up and hopefully not my fingers. But we all know how good I am at that. And I'm going to stamp this down. There we go. And this particular suite, there's two different bundles. Unfortunately, it is bundled right now, so there's no just getting the stamp set or just getting the thinlits that come with it, which I am going to show you in just a moment here. And let's see if I can line all this up on camera without making too much of a mess. So I've got my little heart-like shape all stamped or inked up with the fresh fig, and I'm just going to go in here and stamp around, lining it up. No sense in, there I go, get my finger in it. And I will be right back. Okay, and as you can see, I have it all nice and stamped out here, nice and pretty. And I am going to share with you now the Eastern Medallions Thinlits. This is a 14-piece set. And as you can tell, you can kind of mix and match, make your own designs with this. I do have one missing, but I'm going to be putting that to use today, so let me close this up so I don't get my finger in it. And here is that other thinlet. So we just come right in here and line her all up nice. And I will run this through my Big Shot, and I will be right back. And here is the finished cutout. And I will take out this little piece here. And this goes right over those little decorative extras. And again, I will head to my machine and I will be right back. And here we have this piece all cut out. And as you can tell, it kind of gives this 3D look to it. Let me just pop up. Okay, and then I'm going to take the belt part and fold and burnish these down. Now this is going to be just a little offset from center, the way that I cut it here. It's just going to be, let's see if I can show that to you. It's just going to have this little bit of overhang. So I like to put this part on the card, and I use some glue dots. I am using Paper Pumpkin Special still. If you watch my videos quite frequently, you know I am a Paper Pumpkin addict. I love paper pumpkin. There, and so I'm taking my glue dots and I'm putting them right here at the tip. And when I take the backing off of them, I'm going to kind of fold them over. So then that way it's easier to do if I'm actually watching what I'm doing and not through the camera. I am going to fold them over a little bit so then that way they're not overhanging. Oh, that was kind of a messy one. Saying that this is a messy one, I can show you what I'm talking about here. So I am going to kind of fold this over so in that way it is not going to be overhanging and coming out of this little thingy. Let's see. See how that is? Just kind of fold it over. This is probably the most time-consuming part of it. The glue dots. But it makes for a beautiful card, so. I'm really happy with this card. Hence the reason why I'm turning it into a video tonight for you. Now before you put it down, you might want to kind of fluff these up just a little bit. So then that way these little tabs are coming up. Otherwise, once you put it down, you might not have that chance. So then I'm just going to line this up. So then it's just so. And there is the medallion. With a nice backing on it to kind of make it a little bit safer. Alright, now I'm going to go ahead and put snail on the back of this. And then with the card closed, it's easier to see where the actual middle of the card is. So then you can come on in here and center it and stick it down. It's a little crooked. Oh well. And there you are, a finished card. I hope you enjoyed this, and if you did, please like, subscribe, share. I will be back with more card ideas, and also my information for my store and my social sites are at the bottom in the descriptions. So show me what you've done. I'd love to see how you guys have remade this particular card. Thank you so much, and